Welcome to Rated R for Review. My name is Jet, and today we are talking about Jurassic World Rebirth. First of all, this review is not spoiler free, so you have officially been warned. If you do not want spoilers and want to see this movie, do not watch this video. If that is not you, then enjoy. Okay, so we're just gonna do a whole different layout for this kind of video because listen, guys, this movie isn't great. It's like a really good cake that they never put in the oven. Like, if you know what I mean. Like, there's certain shows that have the right script, that have the right skeleton, that have the right structure, and they just forgot to care. Like, I really think that's what's going on with Jurassic World. It has dinosaurs, people get eaten, stuff gets blown up. It's Jurassic Park. Like, it's a little bit of that nostalgia bait in there, but at the end of the day, I thought they had a good enough script to make this thing happen. The problem is two things. One is that I think they had two scripts and couldn't pick one. You get the idea that you're getting this ragtag group of mercenaries together to do a job. And then you start building to that, and then it's like hard cut to family on a vacation with personal stories and a growth project. And instead of picking one of these, which I think either one is interesting, they said, you know what? We have the budget for one movie, but we have the script for two. I have a solution. It seemed like a first draft of the movie. There's a whole scene in the beginning where this huge facility that is ran intricately and it's all white, it's futuristic, experiments are going on. And the fact that was a real thing for me. The fact that a Snickers bar basically foiled an entire institution. Well, like, to me, that was the first legitimate red flag I saw. I was just kind of like, there's ways, if you care about the script, to write a mishap in the lab. And the fact that, like, a guy eating a Snickers bar really did, like, cause this movie to happen is very difficult to shake off. You know what I mean? Like, that's just one of those things. Maybe it's me, maybe it's personal, but that was weird. This made me cut my camera back on. This needs to be addressed. So there's a thing with suspenseful movies, right? Where, at least for me, tell me if this is the same for y'all. My level of investment comes from the level of intelligence that I see in the movie from the characters. So, Quiet Place, for example, is really suspenseful because we're talking about a family that can't make noise, and the only reason they're alive is because their daughter knows sign language. Hopefully, you've seen Quiet Place. That's suspenseful to me. I was terrified the whole movie because everything they did made sense to me. But then there's other movies like, hey, haunted house. Let's go at night, check the haunted house unarmed and tell no one we're going. All of a sudden, I'm not as invested. This movie is plagued with the second decisions. There are so many situations they just didn't need to be in. So many times a little girl gets to run off in a forest full of predators and no one's watching. So many times that a Snickers bar or something of the equivalent is somehow made relevant. Look, there's not a lot of great decisions by the characters that happen in this movie. In fact, I think every time a decision is made, I'm convinced me and my friends would have done the opposite, which does hurt the movie tremendously because it feels like they need the movie to happen instead of real people in a situation. This movie struggled in a lot of areas that just come from attention to detail and having your friend look over your notes before you turn it into your teacher. That just seems like what happened. It seemed like one person wrote the script, asked no one else what they thought, and then put it out to the public. And you know, stuff happens when you do that, and Jurassic Park is a good example of those things. So, yeah, as far as I'm concerned, this isn't even canon. This was just something fan made that somehow got in the theaters. Man, I'm hating on this movie. Listen, I think the next thing is, and maybe this is just me as a story writer a little bit, but it's characters, man. Like, there's certain characters that I think the mercenary crew was dope character wise, and I think they got a little more focus. But the family took a hard L. There's a really annoying kid that doesn't respect the father. Yeah, he just seems like a kid that's annoying that got put in Jurassic Park. Like, and so it's one of those things where in a movie like that, a movie like Jurassic Park, there's two things to do with people. There are redeeming jerks so that they become somebody you respect along the way. You respect the journey. This hard trauma has actually made them somebody worth following. Or they get their head bitten off by a T Rex. Like, those are the two options. It's the fact that, like, people just stayed the same and survived is strange to me. That seems like half the reason you go to a Jurassic Park movie is like to watch the people who deserve it get it, or to watch the people who deserved it learn better, and then we hope they survive because they learned their lesson. Now there's real tension. The fact that they just chose neither option was weird to me. Another thing that's kind of interesting is the cast was really, really, really good. Like, I had to acknowledge these are phenomenal actors with bad roles. Like, Scarlett Johansson did her thing. The kid I was just talking about that was annoying, I thought he was actually funny. I just thought his character wasn't given enough room to actually like do anything with it. That's kind of what it feels like. It feels like a lot of money, a lot of actors, a lot of special effects went into this movie, but they forgot to write it. This movie sits above the Moonfall category just a little bit, but it definitely makes me think they forgot to write the script. Anyway, if y'all have seen this movie, what do you think? What's your favorite Jurassic Park movie? What do you think could have been better, could have been worse, or do you actually just think I'm wrong? What is your opinion on this new movie? Let me know your thoughts below. I will see y'all in the next movie review. It has been fun. It has been real. Make sure and hit that like and subscribe. Peace.
Rated R for reviews, it's the place you need. Stay in the loop, plant that subscription seed. Every week is a blast, join the hype, don't delay. With Rated R for reviews, your worries drift away.